Hello, beautiful mums. Welcome to yoga today. Let's start off in a child's pose. So, taking knees wide or knees together, pressing the hips back, allowing the forehead to come onto the floor. Just take a moment here to connect with your breath. Feeling the rib cage expand through the sides of the body. And with every exhale, just softening further, preparing yourself for the next 10 minutes of yoga. Gently press yourself up to an all fours position, shoulders stacked over the wrists. Inhale for a happy cat, and then tuck and round, exhaling for an angry cat. Now allow yourself just to let the breath flow, work out any kinks in the hips, the spine, whatever feels good to your body today. In your own time, just flexing, looking up to the ceiling, and exhaling, rounding through the spine. Perhaps you can flow the hips back and forth. Just take one final inhale and exhale, and make your way to a neutral position. Inhale, relax the tummy. Exhale, engage the pelvic floor muscles, and extend one leg out behind you, finding the strength in the shoulders and the stabilizing knee. Avoiding arching through the spine and bringing that leg back. Inhale, relax the belly, and on the exhale, extend the other leg out. Finding stability and strength, return the knee to neutral, and this time we're going to inhale, exhale, extend the left arm, right leg in opposite directions. And as we exhale, we're going to draw the left elbow in, the right knee towards and touch, rounding through the spine. Inhale, extend out for your bird dog. Exhale, round the spine, knee to elbow. Inhale for a last rep, extending out. Exhale, draw knee to elbow. Inhale, extend, and then find your way back to neutral. Wiggle the hips, release any tension. Inhale, relax the tummy. Exhale, engage the core. Extend the right arm, left leg for your bird dog. Find stability here. Exhale, knee to elbow, rounding through the spine. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, draw the core in, knee to elbow. Inhale, extending out, lengthening. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend out, and then find your way back to neutral. We're going to loop our right arm through the space between the left arm for some thoracic rotation. Inhale, take it up to the ceiling, take the hips with you. Exhale, looping it through, thread the needle. Inhale, looking up towards the ceiling, rotating through the spine. Swapping sides, left arm loops through. Inhale, take it up to the ceiling, pressing the hips away from you. Inhale, loop it through. And bringing it back up to the ceiling, and find your way back to neutral. Here we're going to tuck the toes and press back to our first downward facing dog. So taking it nice and gentle, pressing the heels towards the mat, pressing the chest towards the thighs, and very gently, slowly walking your dog, bending one knee in, extending the other leg, bending the other knee in, and extending the other leg. Trying to space the weight evenly throughout the palms. And when you've settled, Pressing both heels towards the floor, making your body look like a large A. Focusing on the breath, calm. We're going to exhale, press ourselves forwards to a high plank position, bending the elbows in for a chaturanga, and swooping ourselves in for an upward facing dog. Inhale, lift the hips off the floor. Exhale, coming down, interlock the fingers behind you, forehead on the mat. Lift the chest, looking forward, stretching through the chest and the upper back muscles. Resting the forehead on the floor. We're going to do this one more time. Inhale, pressing yourself up with the fingers interlocked behind you. And if it's accessible, you could also try and lift the toes for a full Shalabhasana, locust pose. Exhale, release the arms, release the head, and press back to a downward facing dog. Steady the breath, steady the mind. We're going to inhale, take our left leg up to the ceiling for a one-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip, and just start drawing some circles clockwise. And then extending that leg, taking the left foot in between the hands, pressing yourself up to a high lunge, and if it's accessible, arms towards the ceiling. Hold here for a breath, feeling the strength between the feet, the groundedness. Placing both hands on the inside of the left foot, open the chest for a lizard pose. Bring the right knee to the floor and try to grab onto the right foot, bringing the right foot towards the bum. So do this by elongating the right arm up towards the ceiling before grabbing onto the toes or the ankle joint and gently pulling towards the bum. If you need to, you can place the left hand down for a little bit more assistance. Place something under the knee for more padding if you need it. And then release, bringing yourself back to that lizard and pressing back for a downward facing dog. One breath. Inhale, take the right leg up for a one-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip, and draw a few circles clockwise, counterclockwise with the knee, just to mobilize the hip. Trying to keep the weight even between the palms. Extend the right knee. Draw the foot between the hands for your high lunge. Arms up to the ceiling. Back heel lifted. Steady gaze, calm breath. Place both hands to the inside of the right foot. Open the chest for that lizard pose and angle the left hip down towards the floor. Dropping the left knee. Keeping the chest open and pressing the left hip toward the floor. Bring the left foot towards the bum, extend the left hand, and grabbing whatever you can get hold of, drawing the heel towards the glute. You can even take the right hand down towards the floor for extra support, or placing it on a block for help. Opening that left hip flexor, feeling the stretch through the full front side of the body. Keep that chest open, and then releasing the foot. Bring it back to your lizard and press back to a downward facing dog. Steady the breath, steady the mind. Inhale, press it forwards for a high plank position. Placing your left hand in the center of the mat, we're going to twist onto a side plank. Try to keep the feet stacked and then flex the toes towards your nose. You can look down towards your hand, which is the most balance, or you can try and look forwards or look up towards the ceiling. The chin lining up with the top shoulder. Here, we're focusing on stability and balance. Taking the right leg ever so slightly behind you up onto the tiptoes, press back into a wild thing. Opening the chest, extending the right arms out behind you, feeling the full stretch through the front of the body. Inhale, return back to a high plank position. Exhale, taking the right hand to the center of the mat. Turn on your side plank, pressing the hips forwards. Again, playing with your gaze. And then trying to rainbow the hips, pushing the hips towards the ceiling, focusing on strength, stability. Taking the left toes behind you ever so slightly and pressing back into a wild thing. Inhale, take it back to your high plank position. Exhale, chaturanga, chest to the floor. Inhale, lift up for an upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes for your downward facing dog. The goal is that the downward dog becomes a place of rest, a place of stillness, a place of peace, where you can steady your breath and therefore steady your mind. One final breath, and then find your way to a seated posture. We are going to take half lotus pose. So sitting in a cross-legged position, bringing one leg up to the thigh, making sure that the knee feels no pain. Inhale, take the opposite arm to the knee. Try and wrap the arms for a gentle twist. If lotus isn't accessible for you today, just have the legs cross-legged. Or if cross-legged also doesn't feel great, you can have blocks underneath the knees. Let's release that and swap to the opposite side. Inhale, take the arm over to the right, and then twisting for a gentle spinal twist. Exhale, release, come back to center. We are going to take the full lotus, so right foot crosses over left to begin with, or proceed to just have an easy cross-legged position. Feel free to place the index finger to the tip of the thumb as a point of concentration, just focusing on a nice calm breath. Allow the breath to flow easily in and out. Release the feet and then place the left foot first, the right after. Center yourself. And we'll end today's practice with one strength lift up. So keeping the feet in the lotus position. You'll take your hands either side of the hips. Inhale, exhale, and lift up, drawing the pelvic floor muscles upwards and inwards, pressing through the palms, and release, coming back down to center. You're awesome. I will see you again tomorrow.